Ирландец Стив Мартсон впервые приехал в Аргентину в 2004 году. Он остановился в высокогорной провинции Кордоба, в охотничьем домике Ла-Портенита, на стенах которого висят фотографии, запечатлевшие мгновения мировых рекордов. Стив тоже решил оставить память о себе на стенах этого лоджа и установить новый мировой рекорд для винтовки 12-го калибра. Его старинный приятель и организатор тура Гарри Вильсон обещал помочь. Известно, что в высокогорье провинции Кордоба обитает многочисленная популяция голубя, но особенно велика численность такой мелкой и быстрокрылой птицы, как красноухий голубь. По оценкам экспертов, численность голубей в этом районе превышает 57 миллионов особей. Несмотря на то, что ежегодно здесь отстреливают 100 тысяч птиц, численность голубей продолжает возрастать. Огромные стаи птиц наносят ощутимый вред зерновым культурам. Именно поэтому фермеры считают голубей вредителями.
Here we are in Cordoba, dove shooted again in these wonderful Cordoban highland valleys. Right, we're here this morning, and what we're actually doing, we're going to do a training session. Steve Marsden there from Ireland, he is going to attempt tomorrow to break a world record for a 12 bore. Leandro stood behind Steve's going to be the main guy loading and changing Steve's guns. Behind Leandro we have Damien, and Damien's job is to count the birds as well as make sure there is enough cartridges for Leandro to fill the guns. All Steve has to do is look forward and shoot the birds. The guy behind him, Leandro, will tell Steve when to change the guns. So in effect, he is changing guns for Steve. Steve's using two 8-shot Benellis. So in effect, we've got 16 cartridges in the two guns. The trip's been organised by myself. I'm Gary Wilson from GI Country Sports UK in England. I've set the world record attempt up, along with the operation we're using here, which is H&H Outfitters from Cordoba.
Yes.
This particular bird here is the brown-eared dove, our main quarry species, and the main bird that is shot in the Cordoba Highlands. If you put the dove in my hand here and take its tail off, it's approximately that big. So we'd say that it's 5 inches long. If I spread his wings, that's his wing dimensions in my hands. The estimated population of this bird in the Cordoba Highlands is 57 million. This particular operation is shooting 100,000 of these a week, and they have no impact whatsoever in the overall numbers. The time now is 9:30 in the morning. This bird's probably been off the roost since 7 o'clock this morning. And if I open up his crop and look what's in, already at 9:30 in the morning, it is absolutely full of seed from the fields. Imagine what the damage 57 million birds can do to farmers' fields.
Yes. 47-летний Стив Мартсон не упустит возможности поучаствовать в различных состязаниях, особенно спортивных. Стив – единственный ирландец, который прошел отбор и представлял свою страну в международных соревнованиях по гольфу, ралли и стрельбе. Стив – механик, поэтому, как никто другой, понимает, что от предварительной подготовки зависит многое. Возможно, именно эти качества он успешно применяет, играя в гольф. В любом случае, он знает в этом толк.
Perfect.
Ралли – еще одно хобби Стива. Управляя машиной на огромной скорости и сложной трассе, он получает большое удовольствие. Машина находится под его полным контролем. Контроль – вот разгадка успеха Стива как в бизнесе, так и в спорте. Стив начал стрелять еще в детстве. Уже в 18 лет он купил свое первое ружье и начал практиковаться в стрельбе по мишени. На первом соревновании по стрельбе из 100 очков ему удалось набрать 87. Сегодня полный аншлаг каждый раз, и это не редкость. Узнать, что Стив механик по образованию, не составит труда. Он любит технику, особенно автомобили. Он собрал прекрасную коллекцию, все модели он реставрировал сам. Жемчужиной его коллекции является Rolls-Royce. Заслуживает пристального внимания модель Ferrari Testarossa ярко-красного цвета. Мощности динамика Ferrari под стать темпераменту Стива. Его часто можно видеть за рулем красной машины на дорогах Белфаста. Кроме быстрой езды и стрельбы, Стив любит посидеть на берегу с удочкой. И здесь он тоже мастер своего дела.
Fish. Just caught in the corner. That's what's fishing for. Nice rainbow trout. 2.5 pounds. Give me a lovely wee fight. And we're going to put them back in. Because there's bigger ones in here. Means you can eat longer. And let's just swim off nice and hard. There he goes. Beautiful thing about fishing, you can put them back. You don't have to kill everything.
Hi Donald.
Hello Stephen, how are you?
Pleased to meet you.
The same to yourself.
Listen, I was in Argentina last year,
Yes.
and there's an awful lot of doves. I would like to go and see if I can break the world record.
Well, if you want to come this way, we'll show you what we have.
Okay, Donald.
Well Stephen, we have 3 or 4 types of automatics. We have Winchester, we have Beretta, but the high volume gun would be Benelli.
Benelli.
Yes, now you get them in black, you get them in camel. That's the wooden version.
Пришло время подумать о мировом рекорде. И Стив очень серьезно относится к подготовке. Он тщательно выбирает винтовку и останавливает свой выбор на полуавтоматической винтовке М1 компании Benelli. Сбалансированные ружья этой компании славятся своей надежностью. Сейчас раннее утро. Именно сегодня Стив попытается побить мировой рекорд. Вся команда занята приготовлениями. Оружие и ящики с боеприпасами нужно отнести на позиции. Стив предполагает, что ему предстоит отстрелить 7000 патронов, поэтому повязка на плечо просто необходима.
It might seem, to many, it might seem a little bit excessive, but believe you me, we're going to attempt to fire somewhere in the region of 10,000 shots today, and that is very, very demanding. So you're better off taking every precaution and trying as best as possible to protect your shoulder right from the very start, before there's a problem even evolves. Let me get one on.
One on first. Going across. Perfect.
A little bit more.
This is going to be fun to take off.
We're just building up a little bit of a blind here behind us. And the main reason for that is to stop the birds parting. So we're trying to focus the birds and make them come over us. And if we weren't there and stood out in the open, these birds are very, very wild. and they'd end up parting wide across us. The time is now 6:20, and I would say give it another 10-15 minutes. These birds will come off the roost and they'll start to move.
Yep.
Right, first bird. 25-7, and we've just started.
После первого часа стрельбы число отстрелянных птиц составляет 343 голубя. Чтобы достичь успеха, необходимо увеличить темп. Оба заряжающих, Дамиан и Леандра, все время не заняты и наготове.
The sun's just in a bad place, just.
One of the problems we've had so far this morning, Steve is a right-handed shot, so obviously he is stronger on his left side. The sun is on our left side and it's been a problem this morning.
Ah, come on.
Stevie.
Right. Good. Keep as long as I keep them off my nose, I'm alright.
How's that?
Perfect.
Okay.
Good job. I'll learn.
Голуби продолжают подлетать в большом количестве. Стив попадает точно в цель. Мечта может действительно стать реальностью.
We've now been shooting for 2 hours. As expected, the volume of birds is building up to sort of mid-morning. The volume of birds coming through this valley bottom's really, really increasing now. Steve started off this morning shooting around about 50%, and we've built that up now. We're now shooting 70% of all birds, so we're killing 7 out of 10 birds that's coming through. Over the last hour, Steve killed around about 500. The running total so far after 2 hours is 804. I would expect every single half an hour the bird total has come up and up and up.
Команда помощников все время находится за работой. Мартин помогает Гарри вести подсчет отстрелянной дичи. Охотничьи собаки помогают отыскивать птиц. Позднее добычу доставят в местные детские приюты и другие учреждения. Это хорошее подспорье.
Water's a good idea. Heat, I'm not too bad. My shoulder feels good.
No problem.
How are we going on with the birds? Are we getting?
We're going. I'm going to give you the scores later. I'm not going to tell you the scores. We're going good. Your rate's coming up.
Yeah, do I need to
Rate
keep?
coming up. Just keep the tempo up.
Yeah.
Keep it flowing.
Uh-huh.
Nice shot, well done. And again.
Trying to pick the birds high, low, the adjustment of swing on a high one, and then down to a reasonably from 50 yards to 30 to 50 to 30, and it's very hard the brain to keep going. Trying to pick out 2 at a time, or if I see 3 coming behind, I'll let that one go to see if I can get the 3.
Right.
You know,
Have a good drink of that. A little bit more.
save it for a wee bit.
A little bit more.
Прежде чем укрыться от жаркого полуденного солнца, орел не может отказать себе в удовольствии полакомиться легкой добычей. В Аргентине сейчас середина лета. Солнце по-настоящему обжигает.
I'm going to have 2 wee white eyes in the morning. Perfect.
Look like fucking John, man.
Perfect. I'll scare the shit out of them if I can't shoot them.
Yeah. Change.
Bad.
8.
Две винтовки М1 компании Бенелли были тщательно отобраны. И после 1000 выстрелов винтовка должна функционировать, и это очень важно. В винтовке компании Бенелли размещается 8 патронов. Заряженная винтовка весит 4 килограмма. Она предназначена для стрельбы по мишени. Может быть, именно поэтому она так хорошо функционирует в подобном марафоне по стрельбе. Дамиан и Леандра – отличная команда. У Стива нет проблем с заряжающими. Его винтовка всегда готова к действию.
Yep.
Right, things are going very, very well now. As anticipated, the volume of birds, they're just moving more and more and more. The times now is 10:05 and the birds are really coming through here now. In the first hour, Steve killed 343. Progressed to the second hour when he killed 461. And then the last hour, we've killed 645, giving us a grand total of 1,449. And I anticipate the volume of birds to get more and more. By the middle afternoon, it'll be really, really moving through here. Steve's doing well at the minute. He's standing up to it well, so everything looks good.
Стивену необходимо обильное питье. Уже почти полдень и становится очень жарко. Несмотря на сложные условия, Стив сохраняет хороший темп стрельбы и точно отправляет в цель все 8 патронов винтовки Бинелли. Очень важно так выбрать свинг, чтобы отстрелять подряд все патроны, прежде чем получить заряженную винтовку.
Yep. Lovely quality birds.
Right, we just hit the 5-hour stage there, and Steve, the heat up here is built to probably about 32 degrees. It is very, very warm. We're now at the midday period. Steve just took a short break, took on quite a lot of water, put some cooling towels down the back of his neck and poured water all over him, and he's feeling a little bit more refreshed now. He feels a bit better for that. We're going to have another good half-hour session, and then we're going to maybe break for lunch, a 45-minute break for lunch. But at the 5-hour period, Steve's killed 2,498. In the last hour, he killed 435. And what's actually happening here at midday, the birds now, they've been out in the morning, they've fed, they've been to the field, they've got a crop full of food. What they actually do now, they'll look for a bit of grit, they'll take on some grit, and then they'll fly back into the trees and they'll sit and what we call rest and digest. So they'll sit there for a while, digest the food. Come this afternoon, the volumes will start moving and this area here will actually be swarming with birds. And the birds will actually be going for a drink then, so they'll be going to take on water. We're going to take a break for 45 minutes, build up its energy levels, and then this afternoon, really, really go for it this afternoon. But in all honesty, we're going okay. It's doing well. No problems at all yet.
Конечно, жара делает свое дело. Но чтобы установить новый мировой рекорд, Стиву нужно продолжать. Ему все время необходимо держать темп и сосредоточиться на следующей птице. В среднем точность его попаданий должна составлять не менее 70% час за часом.
Perfect. That's perfect. Beautiful. Right down there.
Quieto. No te hago, negro. Me ve, po.
We're having to give him water. The temperature is, it's about maybe 35, 37 degrees now, coming up just after midday. And we're having to really, really give him a lot of water about every 10 minutes. Keep putting water into him. And we found as soon as he gets cooler, he's back into it again, really, really shooting well. As soon as his temperature builds up, he starts going lethargic. So keep water, water, water all the time.
К счастью, в переносных холодильных сумках достаточно освежающих напитков. В такую жару обезвоживание наступает очень быстро, поэтому Стивену приходится много пить.
Brilliant. Brilliant. This is cool, me down now. Quick, go.
Get a million back in these birds. Come on. Keep behind, keep behind.
It's 10 past 12. Steve is not aware of how many birds he's shot. What we don't want to do is fill him full of information of how many birds he's shot, and he thinks he's well on target to break the record, and his tempo will slow down. So we're not going to do that. He doesn't know how many he's killed. All we're telling him at the minute is to keep his game up, keep shooting at the birds, and keep his kill rate high if he possibly can. We're going to take a break for 45 minutes, but really we want to hit the 3,000 bird mark by the time we break for lunch, and we've got about 500 birds to do that, and I think we should do it, no problem.
Голуби летят на разной высоте, но чаще выше 50 метров.
Send him at me.
Но Стив продолжает отправлять пули точно в цель. Это стрельба мирового класса, и мы являемся свидетелями этого действа.
Okay, the time is now, it's almost 1:30, and for about the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes, the cloud cover's moved this way, and it's just covered this sun, which is really to our advantage. What an effect it's done. We're not having to cool Steve down as much. In fact, the last time we wanted to cool him down, he said, oh, just a little bit of water, whereas before we're pouring gallons of water onto him. So that's to our advantage, and hopefully this afternoon stays like that. We're really on target. At the moment, just a minute ago, I just wrote down the last scores. We've shot 3,339. So we're actually above our target, what we wanted to be at this time of day. Things are looking really good. Shoot one more bird, then we're going to have lunch.
You ready, Ethan?
Should we just go under that tree for lunch? Sure. Bill, is that all right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
You're in a silla.
We're going to shoot one more bird,
One more bird.
then we're going to have lunch.
It'll lately take about 25 cartridges.
Give me a bird.
Want that one?
Yeah. The time is now, it's 1:45, and we're going to break for lunch.
Через 6 часов беспрерывной стрельбы самое время сделать перерыв. Стив уже использовал более 4000 патронов, но не выглядит усталым. Если голуби будут прилетать в том же количестве все утро, безусловно, мировой рекорд у нас в руках. Чтобы ослабить последствия отдачи многотысячных выстрелов, на подбородок Стива наложили повязку, а на ложе винтовки Бинелли подрессированный рукав.
Very nice. Very nice. How many bits have I have to eat of this, Gary?
Eh?
How many bits have I to eat of this?
Two of them. just get yourself some grub, man. Seriously.
Thank you.
There you go, man.
That's the best drink you've given me all day.
Get that one down here.
That's tasty. Nice clean shirt. Feel nice and fresh.
Nice and clean it up today.
Yep, we've got to clean it up. Right, we'll go and get stuck in again. Okay.
При многочасовой стрельбе за непродолжительный период времени необходимо позаботиться о защите слухового аппарата. Электронные наушники Peltor эффективно блокируют поступление звука, снижая вредное воздействие. Необходима и пара солнцезащитных очков. Стив снова готов.
If I could just line a dove up with that eagle, I can get 10 points.
Good. Very, very good. Keep that picture of them left birds
Yeah.
in your mind.
Очевидно, что при таком многочасовом марафоне стрельбы быстро устаешь. Но Гарри всегда готов дать совет и просто поддержать друга. Важно, чтобы Стив продолжал верить в осуществление своей мечты.
Still behind?
No, it was touch. You were slightly under.
Yep.
Сейчас уже не так жарко, но Стиву по-прежнему необходимо обильное питье. Конечно, оставаться сосредоточенным все сложнее, но Стив постоянно отслеживает подлет следующей птицы.
Getting too hot.
No, no, I'm okay. I'm comfortable. I'm very comfortable.
Nice bird. It's 4:30, and Steve has already broken the 12-ball world record. He is not aware of that. We're not going to tell him because we think it'll deflate him and he'll want to sit down. We want to smash the record, so we're going to shoot away and carry on. But well done, Steve. He has already broken the record.
Для винтовок разного калибра зарегистрирован свой мировой рекорд. Требуется гораздо больше усилий для того, чтобы использовать тяжелую винтовку 12-го калибра, чем легкую винтовку 20-го или даже 28-го калибра. Соответственно, количество отстрелянной дичи установлено для малокалиберной винтовки больше, чем для винтовки 12-го калибра, которую использует Стив.
Oh, yeah.
Well done. Behind that last one. Change.
I take this one.
Oh, you're ill. Ow. You're rotten based.
Yes! Change!
Well done, Steve. Steve's doing very, very well. He's fired somewhere in the region of 8,000 cartridges at this point. Feeling a little bit tired in the left arm. We've just stood behind him, building him up, and he's still maintaining a very good average.
Стив и два заряжающих отлично сработались вместе. Они бегают, как заведенные. Продолжительная многочасовая стрельба изматывает. Стиву постоянно требуется обильное питье, и небольшой душ тоже не помешает. Даже сейчас, когда время неуклонно приближается к вечеру, очень жарко.
These bird boys from H&H Outfitters are absolutely fabulous. You've got Damien there in the front, he's passing the gun. Leandro behind him, he's actually filling the gun as fast as he can. And Martin at the back's doing the counting. These lads now sat behind Stephen, they've been there for 11 hours. We've had 30 minutes break in 11 hours. And they're still absolutely red hot. They're fantastic lads.
Каждый раз, когда возникает небольшая пауза, Дамиан кричит «Смена!», и Стив, повинуясь рефлексу, хватает следующую винтовку, которая заряжена 8 патронами. Отличная команда. Гарри следит за тем, как проходит весь процесс. Он продолжает подбадривать Стива и следит, чтобы он не перегрелся.
Okay. Good lad.
Гарри не посвящает Стива в количество отстрелянной птицы. Он боится, что тот перестанет быть внимательным или потеряет мотивацию. Стив продолжает стрельбу, точность попадания по-прежнему высока. Уже долгое время она составляет 90%. Действительно, уровень стрельбы мирового класса. У винтовок Бинелли можно сменить чок. Именно это сейчас делает Гарри. После обеда птицы стали подлетать чуть ниже, чем в то время, когда солнце было еще высоко.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Well done.
Thank you. Yes. Change.
Steve is shooting very, very straight. Really, really straight. We've opened the chokes up. The birds are, there's still some very, very high birds, but we've got a lower level of birds as well.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
We've opened the chokes up to cylinder, and he's shooting true cylinder now. At, birds.
Yes.
And the highest of these birds will be 35 yards, and he's killing these with true cylinder.
Right. Coming.
Стив стреляет без перерыва на протяжении 11 часов. Большая физическая нагрузка начинает
Keep
сказываться.
this pace up for me as best you can. We've got 2 hours. Give me your best fucking shot. All right. We need to maintain our pace for 2 more hours, and we should smash every shotgun record that they have out here in Cordoba with a 12 bore, not with 20 bores and 28 boards, with a 12 bore.
Yep.
Кажется, что птицы подлетают только с одной стороны, но это не так. Приходится использовать разные позиции. Фронтальный выстрел по прямой, выстрел справа и
On the
слева.
left. Nice bird.
Необходим хороший свинг. Маленький голубь — быстрокрылая птица.
Change.
Yes.
Hey, Steve.
После короткого 15-минутного перерыва без 15,7 Стив снова возвращается на позиции. До перерыва он отстрелил 6248 птиц. До мирового рекорда еще достаточно далеко. Поэтому во время перерыва Гарри просит Стива приложить все усилия и сделать все возможное для достижения цели.
It's now 25 to 8. We've been shooting in this field here, in this position, for 13 hours. Steve has now shot 7,000 birds. The all-time overall record is 7,200. And we have now 25 minutes to break the all-time record. And you must remember, that's with 12 bores, not with 20 bores, not with light 20 bores. He's broke it with a 12 bore. And we're going to do it.
Yeah.
In front.
Сейчас Стиву необходимо собраться. Он так близок к цели. Он не может упустить такой случай. Он должен стиснуть зубы и собраться. Отдать все свои силы без остатка.
Change.
13 часов стрельбы накладывают свой отпечаток. Неудивительно, что Стив выглядит немного усталым.
Keep it up. Tasty. Okay. One more on your arms. A bit more on your arm. Okay.
Без 10:08 мы на отметке в 7136 отстрелянных птиц. И Стив только что побил мировой рекорд. Его это не смущает, и он продолжает, посылая один точный выстрел за другим.
Have you?
Yeah. What time did we start out this morning?
We've started early. Have you got any more left on you?
No.
Have you done?
All I'm going to do is gain another 50 birds.
50 more?
Yeah.
Is that?
No, it's not a lot. It's hard work. It's hard work. I would say you could shoot on here for, you're only going to gain another 50.
Give me 5 more.
I'll give you 5 more.
Give me 5 more birds.
5 more birds. Come on up.
Стив вкладывает остатки сил в последние выстрелы. Еще 5 птиц. Гарри ослепительно улыбается в камеру. Уж он-то знает, как непросто далась ему эта победа.
Yes.
4.
Yes.
1 more.
Yes.
That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Congratulations. You broke all existing records with a 12 gauge in the field shooting high dubs.
Oh,
Congratulations. All existing records.
I thought I shot bad. Thank you very much,
sir.
Karen. Thank you. I could never have done it for you pushing me on here, and you pushed me on.
Give me your best fucking shot. We've killed 7,314.
And I thought I shot rubbish this morning. It is hard work, and you do make a mess of shooting. You can make a mess of shooting.
You've had 45 minutes breaks in 13 and a half hours of shooting.
Solid.
Solid shooting. You've had 45 minutes off in 13 and a half hours.
And I've survived. That's not even so.
Wow.
It just shows you what a Benelli can do.
That's incredible.
Benelli.
And they didn't break.
They did not break.
That's amazing in that many shells.
Well done, mate.
Well done.
My wee original counter is going to be mounted on the wall, and I'm going to have a photograph of all the boys together on the wee counter, and that will be a gold medal for me. That's what that's equivalent to. I'm so happy.
Все обитатели Ла-Партенита спешат поздравить нового мирового рекордсмена. Всем понятно, что Стив совершил нечто невозможное.
Well, here we are. This is the day after the event. Steve's had a good sleep.
Yep.
And that's Steve's pile of cartridge cases. 9,500 cartridges he fired yesterday. And he looked surprisingly well on it, I
Yeah.
think. Steve,
sir.
what do you think about the day?
They run excellent, and to be fair, it was the organisation of the day. I needed a lot of help. I needed loaders, I needed people to organise stuff. It was organisation that made my day. It was a day I'll never forget in my lifetime, and it's just been a lovely challenge I look forward to see if I could do something like this. And the day just worked out so good, Gary. It really did. It was marvellous. It's a day I'll never ever forget in my lifetime.
Well, that's your pile.
My pile. I didn't realise I'd shot so many.
Well done.
Стив показал стрельбу мирового уровня. И лучше сделать было просто нельзя.
We're coming to the end of our trip today, and we've had a marvellous week here. I've come here and set a new world record, and I thought it was going to be a wee bit easier when I was, but when we started shooting the wall, there's a big heavy wall, the same as a marathon runner would hit when he was running. I hit at about 1 o'clock, and Gary pulled me through that. One beautiful thing that did not give me any bother, I thought we would have had problems with, is the guns. I thought gun makers today have come on a long way in life, just putting guns well together now. I tried to destroy this gun basically, and I had 6 misfires. That's all, only on the cartridges, and I had one stoppage in nearly 10,000 cartridges, and they were hot. The loaders loaded them very good, and I believe I had the right tool for the job in this trip. I bought this one specially just to come to do the record with, and I had one of these, tried it out last year, perfect gun. Bought a new one, brought it over here, and it hasn't even jammed. I have not even had a stoppage out of it. So when I go back home, I might consider selling it, saying it's only shot one day. It's nice to sell a gun that a customer's only shot one day with it. I'm not going to tell them how many cartridges I shot out of it. So might make a bit of money in this gun. Cartridges we shot. I was very happy with the cartridges. We shot 7.5s right down to 6s on 28 grams. 28 grams was a heavy-ish load, but the trouble was we were shooting birds at 50 yards, 60 metres. It was a hard shoot. It was a hard record attempt because where I was in a valley, the birds are very high. And we're trying to shoot high birds to keep away with the low birds. Cartridges, when you go for high birds, you need a bit more punch. So, bit more punch, sore shoulder. I shot 9,500 cartridges in one day. My shoulders, it's not too bad, but it's sore. So what I done there yesterday, just for there's a lovely place to practice on. I shot left-handed yesterday for my first, and I still shot 350 birds out of 500 cartridges, shooting left-handed. So it's a great place to practice. You can go back and forward, and I had a marvellous day. Would I do it again? I would love to do it again. I would give somebody, if somebody come and beat the record, I would be back the next year, and I would bring back the 2 Benellis again, and I would be more prepared. I would have more padding on my shoulder, and physically, you have to be physically prepared for this trip to come to shoot sort of 10,000 shells. It is hard in the body, waist, shoulders. I would have to train harder. Could I have done better? Yes, I could have done better. I think I can shoot 10,000 in a day. And I would set my goal, if I had to come back to beat the record, I would shoot over 10,000 because I've got educated in this trip. But these here are a blessing. These are the tool for the job, and I love them. I definitely do. Great job.
Стив Мартсен из Северной Ирландии установил новый мировой рекорд, который сможет побить, пожалуй, только сам Стив. 7314 птиц и 9500 выстрелов. Среднее число попаданий 77%. В самых быстрокрылых птиц. Потрясающая возможность для любого стрелка показать, на что он способен.
Send them at me.
Более чем 13 часов физического напряжения под лучами палящего солнца при температуре плюс 35 градусов. Настоящий увлекательный спорт.
Nice bird. Fantastic. Brilliant. Change.
Мы выражаем огромную благодарность фантастической команде Гарри Вильсону, Дамиану, Леандро, Мартину и остальным участникам команды. Этот потрясающий день охоты навсегда останется в памяти каждого из них.
Jane!